Hello, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. It is September. It is the time of year for Roasty Toasty blushes. My favorite. And instead of doing a swatch video, which was my original thought, I thought I could actually try them on for you guys. I pulled out all the Roasty Toasty blushes in my collection, including ones that are very red and ones that are just very kind of dark taupe colors, as well as like the bricky red ones. Let's just have some fun, shall we? And if you have a favorite Roasty Toasty blush, make sure and let us all know down in the comments. Let's start with this one from J.Cat. So this is the Blushmallow blush in the shade Thank You Very Much. And this is not a berry shade. This is much more of a rusty tone, a perfect Roasty Toasty blush. And this is one of those squishy blushes. These are very softening on the face, kind of blurring. These always look nice. I have yet to find a squishy blush that I don't like. But I like to apply these with a stipple brush like this. I think this brush from e.l.f. is discontinued, but it's one of my favorites for my cream blushes. See how nice that is? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to try on so many pretty blushes. Absolutely lovely. So this blush does not have any shimmer, but I wouldn't call it flat matte. It's kind of a satin look. And these blushes from J.Cat are very inexpensive. This is just one of those kind of hidden gems. Okay, now for this side, I have a blush from NYX, and this is one I have talked about so often. This is one I would call this is not a red blush. It's still, in my mind, a Roasty Toasty blush because it's got some depth to it. This is the Blush Mousse, I think it's called, yeah, the Soft Cheek Tint Blush Mousse in the shade Nude, Tude. And I have wiped off the brush. And I think that this particular shade is just a very, very flattering color. Look at that. That is such a good color. No matter how many blushes I try, this one still remains a favorite. I can't get over that. So this is another one with a soft matte finish, but again, it's just not thick, so it has more of a satin appearance. It's very skin-like. Just an absolute delight. Before I wipe it off, let's do one last look. Thank You Very Much from J.Cat and NYX Nude Tude. Okay, next let's do a couple of blushes from Milani. I know I did a cheek swatching video not too long ago with these, but I want to try them on again. So this is shade number 15, Sunset Passion. For this powder blush, I'm going to use the e.l.f. blush brush. Now the Milani blushes all have different amounts of shimmer in them. This one does not have any chunky glitter, but just look at that pretty color. Oh yeah, this is definitely one of the more satiny ones. So there we have Sunset Passion. Oh, love it. Now on this side, I'm going to use Cocoa Felicita. So look at that shade. Holy moly. I just love it. Seriously, you guys, this is like serious playtime for me. I love these shades of blush. This is another one that is more satiny, not nearly as glowy as some of the other ones from Milani. So between the two, Cocoa Felicita is a little bit more brown. But here, at least in the monitor where I'm looking, they are looking kind of similar. Definitely be interesting to go through the footage later. So here we have Cocoa Felicita and Sunset Passion. Okay, now let's do a couple of the NYX Buttermelt glosses. Did I say gloss? I meant blush, of course. So first I have shade 9, Feeling Butta, which is definitely the most neutral out of the entire range. Now, these blushes are very pigmented. You just need the ittiest, tiniest bit. Isn't that so pretty, though? Oh my gosh. So nice and spreadable. Love that formula. I know I've said this before about this blush, but they call it a shimmering terracotta. It's really not that glowy. There's a little bit of a nice glow, but there's no chunks of glitter. Now on this side, I'm gonna use shade number 10, Back in Butta, which is the deep rosewood, and this is like a true red on my skin tone. I have to be very careful with how much I use. I'm literally gonna like get the tiniest amount. You can even see on the brush there, it's a very small amount of blush. But in order for me to even be able to pull this off, I have to use the tiniest amount and then blend it out. Now, I feel like me using just a tiny bit like that worked out very well. Just know that this shade packs a serious punch. But just a little bit, that's how Back in Butta looks. So here we have shade 9 and shade 10. Okay, for this next round on this cheek, I'm gonna use the Undone Beauty Lip to Cheek palette. I should look and make sure that this is still available. I haven't heard anyone talking about Undone Beauty lately, but this is the shade Rosewood, and it is a stunner if you like roasty toasty blushes. Very pigmented. I'm just going to take a bit on my finger. I mean, look at that shade. Oh, I used a little bit much. It's been a little bit since I used this one. I forgot. Well, I didn't forget. I knew it was pigmented, but I still ended up using a little bit too much. But anyway, at least this way you can see the color, right? So that is Rosewood from Undone Beauty. Now on this side, I'm going to use my only blush from Phytosurgence. This is the shade Inferno, but I know for a fact Phytosurgence has several what I would call roasty toasty blushes, but I thought this one was the best one, which is why I bought it. So this is Inferno, and I'm going to apply it with their brush called the Sky Fluff brush. And while this blush is pigmented, this is even more pigmented. I'm gonna get the little dot, like I literally barely touched this, and we're gonna blend this out. Okay, so that's what a little bit of Inferno looks like. Of course, very easily built up. This is also a soft matte formula. Now I did apply more of the Undone, but you can see that it has a little bit more of a dewier finish. Like I still wouldn't call it a super dewy blush. It's just dewier, it's not matte. Whereas this side is very matte. I almost want to apply just a little bit more so you can see the color more. And try to get a little bit. Since the other side is so strong. Let's try and show you so you can compare the colors. See how well that blended. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. So Phytosurgence Inferno, Undone Beauty Rosewood. Okay, so this next blush is new to my collection. I haven't tried it yet. I'm very excited to do so. This is the MAC Powder Blush in the shade Burnt Pepper. These are matte blushes. And my other experience with these is they can be a little on the sheer side, not super sheer, but you know, a little bit. So let's see. Oh no, that's not lacking in pigment. All right, in the future I will know to use a little less. Just put my brush in once, but I'll be more careful next time. Wow. Burnt pepper is beautiful. I love it. Yes, I'm wearing a little bit much, but oh, that's beautiful. Now on this side, I hope that I can get this off for the next round of swatches, but this is a stain from Etude House. This is Cherryade. This is their Dear Darling Water Tint, and this is red. Like, this is a full-on red, and I thought it'd be nice to compare it to Burnt Pepper. It smells very nostalgic, like popsicles from the 90s. Now, should I put it right on my cheek? Let's go for it. Let's just put it right on and blend it out. My goodness, that was very easily done. And not too much either. That's very, very pretty. So we have MAC, Burnt Pepper, Etude House Cherryade Water Tint. I can't get over I put too much on. I'll figure it out. Okay, down to the last two Roasty Toasty blushes in my collection. This one is from RMS. So this is Maiden's blush. And I have been talking a lot about this blush lately, so I am sorry if you're tired of hearing about this blush, but I think it is one of the most flattering blush formulas, and I cannot get over it. I love it. And look how easy that blended. Wow, so beautiful. So it has a very kind of slight luminous finish, not at all glittery. And when blended out, I wouldn't even call it necessarily luminous. It's just very skin-like. Like definitely one of the best powder blush formulas I have ever tried. This one from RMS. But next over here, let's try on this one from Pat McGrath. So this is the shade Paradise Venus. And this is so pretty. Look at how pretty that is. So I am gonna be careful not to pick up too much of this. That's another really nice formula, to be honest. I think I prefer the RMS, but it's still very nice. Doesn't look at all powdery on the skin, which honestly I can say that a lot of my blushes have skin-like formulas because that's honestly the kind of blushes I'm drawn to. They're the ones that I keep, and I think that is beautiful. So here we have Pat McGrath Paradise Venus, RMS Maiden's Blush. Okay, now I have to like pick one to wear for the rest of the day. I'll be right back. Okay, I decided to give MAC Burnt Pepper another try just because the last time I tried it, it was so red. So again, I used a tiny little bit. I really tapped off my brush. Sorry if you can hear my family talking in the background. Everyone's home for the evening. I better finish up filming. But anyway, so this is what burnt pepper looks like with just a little bit. So I think that is actually very nice. And the fact that it can be built up so easily means it's great across a wide range of skin tones. So this is a super fun one. You'll have to let me know what your favorite was down in the comments. I don't think I can pick an absolute favorite of these. I just love these so much. Fall is my favorite time to wear blush. So thank you so much for joining me. This video was just super fun for me. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. This is where I always talk about my tea of the day. Today I am drinking my Dragon Black Tea Pearls. These ones I have been featuring a lot on my channel lately. It's because I've been trying to finish these. The expiration date came and went on them, and I haven't been letting myself buy from this website where I ordered this tea until I finished up some of these. So yay, this is actually the last cup of this tea. It's a very good black tea. I'll see you guys soon in the next one. Bye.